guys who strain out gnat and swallow a camel. Well, I did this and I know what came to mind, but then I got to the point where it says strain out a gnat and swallow a camel. The saying, the blind lead the blind, come to mind. How can you lead others when you blind yourself? I don't understand how that's going to work. The blind leading the blind. Well, if you blind, somebody hold on to you, they blind. Where you leading them to? I never got that. That's like comparing using excessive effort to get a gnat, which is a small two-winged fly that is tiny and insignificant. Well, unless it bites you. That bite may be scratching for a while. So are we comparing it with that small little two-winged fly that's insignificant? We put more emphasis on that than what we put on in comparison to something bigger, such as a camel. So basically, it's going back to the verse before. You're worried about little things, and you're leaving the big things undone. In comparison to bigger, such as a camel. So if I was to use the words that are in this thing, in this verse, who strain out a gnat? My first recollection went to, it's not what go in that defiles you, it's what's come out. To strain, to strain, to strain. That means a big effort. So you try swallowing the whole camel. If you got a problem with the gnat, you'll go to the gnat before you go to that camel because it's easier. And in my hindsight 2020, I feel that we always try to take the easy route out. And this is where we're coming to problems pertaining to our lifestyle. Easy is easy. We have things that go on where it's easy, but then we have to struggle with some other things. We got to put a little more emphasis into, a little bit more fight into it to make it happen. Not everything in this life comes easy. I was the baby of the family. Everything came easy to me. I mean, everything. But anyway, here we go back again. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. This is verse 25 we're at now. Says the same thing. Woe to you, scribes, Pharisees, and hypocrites. And what did we say about this? We said that if it's mentioned more than once, it is of utmost importance. Now, I think it was mentioned more than once, twice, 3 times since we began this series. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you cleanse out the outside of the dish, cup and dish, but inside they are full of extortion and self-indulgence. The words that are used here. There goes that word again, woe. What did we say woe mean? Warning. So warning scribes, warning Pharisees, warning you hypocrites. Look at the comparison they use in this verse. A clean dish and cup on the outside, but dirty on the inside. Full of strife, greed, and oppression. Taking that which does not lawfully belong to him and feeding passions of the flesh. Why we say that? Well, if I'm in today's world, We look for things that we can take that probably doesn't belong to us, stealing, for example, um, just because we can. Doesn't make it right. We have where you have clean on the outside, dirty on the inside. Listen, we go through that every day. Let me give you an example. We have a banana. This banana, the outside looks so good and tempting. This is going to be the best banana ever. When you begin to peel it to get to what's on the inside, it is all rotten. The outside looks so good, but the inside is so rotten and degraded. So now what you do? You're tossing it because the inside don't look like the outside. Does your inside look like your outside? Does my inside look like my outside? The only one who knows that is you and God. And maybe some people that know you. Let your inside reflect your outside. Don't be rotten to the core on the inside. But on Sunday morning, it's a different story. I hear people say, oh, they go out to the club on Saturday, come to church on Sunday. Listen, they had mindset to make it to church. Don't stop them. God working on them. God ain't through with you yet. He's not through with me yet. I know I got work ahead of me. Okay. Verse 26. Oh, wait. Verse 25, I just want to expound on that. Self-indulgence. That's things you do for self. That's passions of the flesh. Things you do for self. Self-indulgence. Okay, verse 26 said, blind Pharisee. First clean the inside of the cup and dish. Then the outside may be clean also. Going back to what I just said. Clean up the inside so that it matches with the outside. Get rid of that banana that's good on the outside and on the inside. It is rotten. It's not going to help. You ever had somebody give you a dish of food, a plate of food? When you first saw the plate on the outside, it was clean, or a bowl that said that is clean. But then when the food's piled up, you see things crawling around it. It's not good. So clean it up. Clean it up. God has given us time to clean it up and get it right. This is why this is in the Bible. He's given us time. A Bible means basic description before leaving earth. I can't understand how we can't. I say we, have an issue with following the Bible. We want to make it more than what it is. We want to add instead of taking away. It's so simple. It's simple, but we choose to do something other than and make it more difficult than what it can be. So it's saying, blind Pharisee, you don't see nothing, do you? Take heed. First, clean out the inside of the cup and the dish, not just one, but both. We mentioned cup and dish. You can't clean out one and have the other still dirty. Both and dish. Get rid of strife, get rid of greed, get rid of oppression, get rid of stealing and the passions of the flesh, so that the outside will be as clean as the inside, and vice versa, so that the inside will be as clean as the outside. Verse 27. Again, woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites! For you are whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautifully outward, but inside you're full of dead men's bones and all uncleanliness. On the outside, you look great. You have your grand robe on to get up to let people see that you are of importance. All this grand stuff you're wearing, seeing that you are of importance. But on the inside, you ain't got nothing but dry bones. I say ain't. Yes, I said it. You ain't got nothing but dry bones. Please understand something. Look how they came out in all their royalty and all their garments. But Jesus, but God, but Jesus were the simplest of things. And he was the highest one ever. He didn't go around strutting his stuff. What I got, I own you. I own the whole world. No. Only the ones that were big, the Pharisees, they want to be known, they want to be seen. I'm good in the background. I don't mind being in the background. But the Bible says, be ye ready at all times. I don't mind being in front either and teaching and showing people. Preacher, I am not. Teacher, I can get that all day long and I would be just as happy because I'm still, even if I was a janitor, I'm doing it for God. So I'm important there too. Verse 28, even so, your outwardly apparent righteousness to men, but inside you're full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. On the outside, you look so good, but on the inside, it's a problem.